Hi, I'm Tracy Lynn Cox. I'm happy to be here with you today. This is the 9th day of our 10-day series of the Keepers of Joy. And this day is all about a vibrational change. And I'm happy that you're here with me today. The 9th key is going to be a very special one. It is pray with boldness. That is the 9th key. So before we get started, just let me say again, I am Tracy Lynn Cox. I'm an author, speaker, coach, and hypnotherapist. And personally, I am a non-denominational person. So when it comes to religion, this does not have anything to do with religion. So I'd like to just put that out there before we start. I do have a ministry degree though, and I'm happy to say that I grew up outside of the church, and I did have a calling to go into ministry and had no understanding as to why that might be. However, I did discover that it was ministry and healing. So today, pray with boldness is our topic, and that is a keeper of joy. And again, this is about spirituality. I'm happy to have you join me, and I would just like to say that the topic is pray with boldness. And what is prayer? Well, the simple answer to the question, what is prayer, is to pray is to make a request in a humble manner. Pray to make a request in a humble manner. Although we most often consider term of making a prayer in terms of religion, and that's why I put it out there just in the very beginning that this is nothing to do with religion. This is prayer. Prayer, all people pray in one form or another. And I'm offering up a discussion about prayer with boldness. And this is to be interpreted very broadly and understood to be communing with divine connection. And your divine connection may be different than what my divine connection is for me. My divine connection for me, I do refer to my divine connection as God, our creator, our source. That's the way I refer to it. However, others choose to label or name the divine connection somewhat differently. And I have respect for whatever you choose to call your divine connection or higher power. Name it whatever you will. But prayer to a higher power is something that is really important when you pray. The intention of prayer is the same: to renew your spiritual connection with the higher power. To renew your spiritual connection with the higher power. For today, I'm going to be using the term divine connection and God interchangeably. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate all your comments and your hearts and your likes, and I will respond to all your comments, whether you're watching this live now or if you're watching this as a replay. So please leave your comments, because I will get back to you. And I enjoy hearing from you and hearing your input. So I do appreciate all of you. So, what are types of prayer? Well, for the purposes of today, I'm going to say that I'm going to be keeping the definition simple and to the core reasons why we pray. So that will keep it very, very short, very simple as to the core reasons why we pray. So I have you taken notice of your prayers lately? Have you just taken notice of how you pray? We're going to take a look at two approaches to prayer. So look and see if your request or prayer looks something like this. Are you asking for an outcome that your purpose, you know what it is that you need or want? So is your prayer phrased in a way that you know what it is that you need or you want? An example might be, I'm so unhappy with my life that I need more money to pay my bills. Please make my life happy and provide me with some source of money so that I can get my bills paid. That might be one example of that type of prayer. Another request of an outcome where you propose that you know what you need or want might be, my relationship with my spouse is really suffering. Please make our marriage better so that we may be happy together. That may be another request where you're asking for a specific outcome. Now, these types of prayers are very common, where we are asking for a specific outcome to a specific issue in our life. It's very commonly practiced. It's very commonly understood. It's an example of prayer where you're asking for what you want and you anticipate that you're going to be receiving the outcome that you've asked for. And many times it's reported that the outcome is, or the prayer request is not answered. You may know the reason. And if you do, go ahead and comment below. I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say to that type of prayer request. The other approach to prayer that I'm going to talk about is pray boldly. This type of prayer is a different type of request. Pray boldly is an invocation that is virtually unknown these days. Particularly, I'm speaking about in the United States, because that's my frame of reference, is here in the United States. And I would ask you, well, why? Why would pray boldly be something that is not much related to here in the United States? Well, personally, I believe it's due to the idea that we are so busy and tied up and disconnected as an individual to our divine connection that we are edging God out. Edging God out. That's our ego, and our personalities have gotten so strong that we've forgotten that it's difficult to be humble. Humble and asking God to be in charge in our life without telling our Creator how and what it is that we want. So the invocation in this type of prayer of being bold, pray boldly, is all about that you do not provide the answers to your dilemma. Remember the definition that I gave in the beginning? It's about being humble. Well, you know that God handles all your cares. You're seeking the truth about your life. Ask to be shown the truth. Ask to be shown, to be taught, at whatever price that may be. Ask to be shown the way, to understand. The style of prayer, a pray bold, is about self-renewal. Truly about self-renewal. With the pray with boldness, you ask God to be in charge of your life. You ask God to give you not what you think you need or want, but what God knows what you need, in order to enlarge your relationship with your divine connection. You are seeking the veil before your eyes to be lifted so that you see See clearly, see the truth. This is pray with boldness. You're surrendering to the higher power. Divine connection is needed more now in this time in our lives that we're living than ever before. Pray with boldness. Shine your light more brightly now than ever before. Begin prayers with boldness. Thank you for the like. And when you do begin your prayers with boldness, know that self-discovery and soul growth is there awaiting for you. Thank you for being with me. I see Andrea's here. Thank you. And I know others are watching as well. And thank you very much for hearing the 9th key to Keepers of Joy. And I'd like to announce that the 10th Keeper of Joy is going to be on my professional page, which is the www.facebook.com/Tracy Lynn Cox. And I will be posting that at the end of this broadcast so that you'll know where I'll be tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me. God bless. Make it an awesome day and be in divine connection. Thank you.